Alright, fellow fighter pilots, have I got something for you today. Now these could be known as Fatshark killers or Fatshark rivals. The Flysight Falcon FG01 goggles. FPV modular headset with integrated DVR. Now Flysight sent me this. I paid for it full, so it's not a free item or anything, so this review is going to be as honest as I can. Let's open her up. What we get is this nice, massive zip-up bag case, hard case, very nice. Now let's open it up. Alright, let's get instruction manuals for the Bluetooth speaker. Mine came with a Bluetooth speaker as well, so I'm not sure if they include that with all of the packs, but it's a nice inclusion, thank you, for those who like to fly with music. Okay, so under the lid we have quite a few accessories from the looks of things. First off the mark, we have the 18650 battery case. Now this case also acts as a charger, so you can leave your 18650s in there and plug it into a DC power supply. I believe you hit the button twice to start charging, and you can also charge this off a field lipo, as they provide you with an XT62 charging jack. They also provide a 1.5 meter to DC plug XT60 extension cable, power cable, so that's when you can sit up to a 4S in your pocket, and these will take a 4S happily. Also included is a shorter one that I am currently using on my SPX01, as it is the perfect size. Also in the lid, the audio video jack, stereo audio. They give you a USB mini, AV cord breakout, and also the other extras, extra foam, and let's pull the goggles out themselves. Oh, and the last little extra is the cleaning cloth. Okay, so for the goggles themselves, this is what they look like. Fairly similar to a Fatshark, a lot cleaner looking. Little flying falcon motif that they have going here. Looks pretty nice. Now they also feature the same sort of quick select picture adjustment settings. So these are toggle switches as well as being buttons. Channel select switch and volume. The foam supplied is also much thicker and dual density, as well as coming around and hugging your face around here, which gives you a good seal. Now, I'm not a fan of the foam myself. My personal preference is for the leather, as I do like to, I do enjoy showing people the ropes when they just start out. Like, I'm no expert, but I do enjoy helping people where I can. So when they try my goggles, it's good for me to have the leather, as I can just wipe it down and hand it to them and not have to worry about hygiene so much. The foam is more of a personal pair. I wouldn't go handing these around to anyone once my sweat's soaked in it, as that's just not hygienic. But we have the interpupilary distance adjustment on a rail, so it's just the one wheel. This is their own little patented design. They've got the SD card holder here, which is recessed slightly, so you can fit your thumb in there. Let's fit one in there now. So yes, as you can see, the SD card sits flat, just enough of a recess to stick a fingernail in and pop it out, so you're not going to go accidentally pushing this out when you grip your goggles to take them off your face. You can see HDMI input as well as headphone out and AV input in. A little disappointing there's no AV output as with the old SPX01 and 02, because that was quite handy. But we've also got a fan that is on a switch independently, and the removable faceplate. Rips off, there you go. Plenty of space for your diopters or prescription diopters if you require. Now the lenses in these don't have the same proximity as Fatsharks do with the screen all up in your face, but the features of the FG01 goggles include: it does analog and digital, both 2D and 3D on AVN, as well as HDMI 2D and 3D. It does 4.3 and 4x3 and 16:9 switchable. It also has a 33-degree field of view. Now I run the SPX01, which has a 30-degree field of view, and that seems pretty good to me, but that's just my preference. So 33 degrees will be a nice little extra. Now the modular design, this is the whole change. It does allow for Fatshark modules, your Next Wave, Airwave, LaForge, TrueD, all that sort of stuff. You cannot, however, it does not have a second bay, so you cannot use the split diversity modules. It has the built-in DVR, as you saw. It auto saves the recorded video when you disconnect power, or if power drops out on you accidentally. The DVR icon is only showed on the screen with a small green dot. And yeah, you have the one button operation for picture adjust, so contrast, brightness, and switch between 4:3 and 16:9. So that's quite handy. That's something that the Fatsharks still don't have a switchable feature, from my understanding anyway, with the HD3. As mentioned before, this handles up to a 4S battery, so out in the field you don't have to carry a stash of other batteries if you're really limited for space. You can designate one of your packs, flying packs, as a goggle battery. Also has a low battery alarm, NTSC and PAL auto switching. There's a wake up function, so any key, so when the screens go to sleep. And with an 18650 batteries in the case, average working time is around 150 minutes. Also, another thing to note, there is no front-facing camera, as was a nice feature on the SPX01 and SPX02. As much as people don't use it, when you fly alone, I like to have the front-facing camera and a small picture-in-picture and my bag and gear in front of me. So if anyone or even a dog comes along, you can see if anyone's going to mess with your stuff or try and take your gear from you. So as much as it isn't a boastable feature, the picture-in-picture with the front-facing camera was very handy. Another feature that is missing from this, that I love from the SPX, the older models, is the leather. Also, No included module. So out of the box, without a diversity module or any sort of Fatshark module, if you haven't got one, then you will have to go and buy one as per Fatshark. Now the SPX01 and 02, granted they weren't the greatest modules, but you could just fly them out of the box. That's just one issue that I have with this, but again, it's not targeted at a beginner market, it's more for the beginner side and looking to upgrade. So $420 Australian pricing. It's not a bad little unit considering what you get. And comparatively to Fatshark, the screens themselves, they are 854 by 480, full color LCD. So I've just placed an order for a Furious FPV TrueD version 3 module, so hopefully it arrives by the end of the week, and then I can give this a full proper review. And for now, this is just the first look and a bit of a rundown on what you get in the kit and retail pricing for Australia. Hope you enjoyed having a look at these alternate goggles. And once the module arrives, I will upload some DVR recorded footage as well as show you the screens just by the old dodgy method of looking in there. And anything else you want to find out, please leave it in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, stay airborne, guys.